Hello guys, and welcome to another plan with me. I'm gonna preface this video and the next one with I am mentally not doing well right now. You'll hear obviously more about this in further plan with me's, but basically Chris had to go home for an emergency trip as his dad passed away, and it's just been really rough on all of us, and I couldn't go with him, so the vibes are down, but I need something to distract myself, and playing with stickers is like therapy, so we're gonna do this together. I'm gonna plan the week I was in GenCon, which was August 31st, or July 31st through August 6th. I'm gonna be using the Cyber Monday 2022 kit from SPC, which is a game night kit. This is actually before we started playing games together, but I still wanted to, so the games in this are like not really like the type of games we play, but figured it'll still work. This is in a funky order from when I was pulling, and I do think I am gonna pull in the green. I don't know if I want to like eliminate a color. I might eliminate the blue, and I think I might just add the green into 5 colors. Why not? When in Rome. So I'm gonna pull out all the pages with boxes. Here we go. And we are just gonna get into it. My inserts are from Referral. And I will be using the SPC Plannahannah Meeple collab bundle, which, whoa, looks like this. It's definitely all over the place. We've got the, oh my goodness, what is happening? I don't know what I just did there, but ripped it. But there's the icons and scripts, the washi, headers, overlays. I have extra sheet of underlays because I do need extenders. We've got the add-on, and I do have this SPC rainbow, sparkly rainbow bundle that came with it. Or came with the Cyber Monday thing. However, I am gonna need another sheet of underlays. I don't have any in this mixed variety, but I possibly have some in rainbow, maybe. Apparently not. Apparently I don't. So the boxes underneath the flaps will not be having the combo of underlays, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. We're just going to keep calm and carry on. It's gonna be weird using 5 colors, but we're gonna make it work. And I am gonna put the green in the middle, so it's like more rainbow order. Red, yellow, green. There's just no orange. But yeah, so this week, Monday was like my usual payday, post office, groceries, McDonald's, filming. We worked a bit. I went on a walk with Chris. I read and I FaceTimed with my sister apparently. I am like a couple of weeks behind because I did get sick at GenCon, so I am just, lost my voice as well, so I haven't been able to film, so don't exactly remember what I was reading. I believe I started All of the Dangerous Things. No, that's not what it's called. What Lies in the Woods. That's what it's called. Where are my tweezers? Here they are. Okay. The add-on does have hole protectors, so I'm gonna grab those. And so yeah, and then Tuesday, I marked that I went shopping. What for? I absolutely couldn't even begin to tell you. I have literally not a clue. Nor do I have any memory of that. But we got Sonic, and then I worked. This was like the day before I was leaving, so yeah. I had a YouTube binge. I was playing Ark Nova a lot that day, and then I was really, really tired that night, which we didn't have that early of a flight. I had to be to Andrea's at like 7, which like is still early for me, but like all of our other flights we've ever taken together were literally at like 5 a.m. So 7 felt kind of late. So I had asked Andrea if we could stop at McDonald's on the way to the airport because the Austin airport doesn't have like any fast food. It just has like Austin things, which is cool, but like I knew that I needed a little something in my stomach, and I didn't want to risk not liking anything because it's a lot of like breakfast tacos, which I don't like. So we stopped at McDonald's and got hash browns and sodas, so got some caffeine in me, and then we made it to the Austin airport, and we flew direct from Austin to Indiana. We played a bunch of games on the plane, and like all of the people on the plane were also going to GenCon. We like had a conversation with like a woman about the game we were playing. She's like, oh, what's that game? Da 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 da. So it was like pretty cool, pretty fun. But we played this button chai game, which button chai games are about like the size of a credit card, and it was called Revolver Noir. I don't really know how to say that, but it was honestly not that good. I didn't really like it. I won, but I didn't really like it. And so we played that, and then we played this card game called Dungeon Mayhem, which was really fun. I really enjoyed that one. I think we played 3 times because like I think I won and then Andrea won, and then we're like, okay, tiebreaker. And I ended up losing the tiebreaker, so I should have just quit while I was ahead, but I got greedy. And yeah, that was a really fun one. And then we played this free print and play called Roll and Cook, which we really enjoyed. It's a lot trickier than you would expect, and it's a lot of fun. I think we might have played that twice. I lost both times. And then we started a game of Dungeons, Dice, and Danger, but our flight was a bit turbulent, and due to the turbulence, we had to put our tray tables up a bit early, so we didn't finish Dungeons, Dice, and Danger, but we did begin that game. And yeah, so then we landed and we got an Uber to our hotel. It was like the nicest Uber guy ever. He was the fave of all the Uber drivers we encountered on this trip. They weren't as like crazy as they sometimes are for us, but they weren't great either. What do I want to use here? We'll use this box. I'm not good at extenders. Other people have videos on them. I know Rosie Plans does. And I will leave the extender teachings to the experts because I only use them when I go on vacation and they never lay right. They always are a mess. So don't have the best tips and tricks. So we had looked up while we were when were we looking up places to eat? I think maybe while we were still in Austin. We were like, what are we gonna have for dinner? Obviously we're very food driven. So we had figured out we wanted to go to this place called The Eagle, and we were just gonna go when we landed so we could kind of like beat the dinner rush because we got there around like 3:34. And so we went there and it was pretty good. I got cornbread and macaroni and cheese. We got hush puppies, and Andrea got a chicken sandwich, and we got fries to share. It's pretty good. And then we just kind of like walked around and did some shopping. We found this like cute little store that had like a bunch of just like cute things. We got like some stickers because you can just not get us away from the stickers simply. So we went and did that, and then we went to a couple of different bakeries. We went to this one donut shop, and Andrea got a donut. fuck, I did this wrong. Like, why do I have so many reds gone? And I'm already messing up. So it goes green, blue, purple. There we go. And then red. So, we then went to this macaron place and got macarons. We also went to Starbucks and Andre got a chai, and I tried her chai with 87 pumps of chai, and basically it just tasted like a gingerbread cookie but liquid. It's one of those things where, like, if somebody presented it to me, I would drink it, but I wouldn't, like, seek it out, if that makes sense. But it wasn't bad. So we did that, and then we went back to the hotel and dubbed ourselves the board game grandmas, because everybody was out partying, like doing all these different like mixers essentially, and we were just like, it's time for bed. We had a travel day, it's time to relax. So we literally just hung out in the hotel and we had some laughs, and I put in one of our little inside jokes that happened during the convention. So the next day is the day I actually woke up with my voice already starting to go, simply. But we Ubered over to the stadium. So GenCon was in a whole entire convention center, and then at a bunch of different hotels, as well as they had rented out. Okay, what am I gonna use? I still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. This girl, not anything to do with board games. So I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I either use this girl or this room. I guess I'll use the girl because why not? She's gonna actually go down there though. That's too close to those people. But I need a flappity-doo. But yeah, so there was like the whole stadium, the whole, like, it was just so big. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be this ginormous of a production. So our first like event that we had tickets for was in the stadium, which was Harry Potter D&D. So we go to the stadium, and honestly, we instantly almost left because it just looked like we weren't going to have fun, basically. Like, it was very intimidating. It looked like a lot of very serious D&D people, and we're more casual D&D people, and we're like, oh my god, are they like gonna be mean to us? Are they gonna like judge us? Is it like not gonna be fun? But thankfully we were like, okay, well, we paid for this. We paid for 3 different sessions of this, so we need to at least try it and see what we think. And it was incredible. And we also, like, our most recent D&D session for like the campaign we had finished like sucked, basically, which no fault to Nick. It was a pre-written campaign and it just wasn't our vibe. But we're not feeling the D&D. But we went and we had an incredible time. It was some of the most fun we've ever had. Our DM was great. The group we were with was great. Everything about it was just fantastic. So we couldn't be more happy that we just like went. And then we did some shopping at the like convention center where all the different booths were, which was a lot of fun. And so Andrea's favorite game like of all time is called Dice Throne, and they had this like Christmas version of the game. So she really wanted that. That was like the #1 thing on her shopping list. So it's where we booked it immediately. I didn't have anything that I was like dying to get. So we went, and they recognized us from Instagram. They're like, wait, like, we know you guys. And so that was like really cool to be recognized by one of like our favorite publishers. So felt a little famous, okay? And then, so one thing that me and Andrea bonded on early in our friendship was our love of pierogies. And there was not 1, but 2 different pierogi food trucks. So we went and got pierogies 2 different times. The first food truck was really good. The second one was kind of shit, but regardless, we got pierogies twice. And then we had tickets to go to this like how to play Final Girl thing. At this point, I was really not feeling good. So I didn't really participate in Final Girl regardless as a solo only game. So I still got like the information on how to play. Like I could confidently pull out the game and play it. Though the guy that was teaching us was bizarre. He was like this 50-year-old man, and he was just sipping on a Yoo-Hoo juice box. And not even just sipping on it, like the juice box was gone. Like he drank it all, and he was still desperately trying to get more Yoo-Hoo out of it. It was very funny. So we had to laugh about that. But then we saw on Instagram, so there was this big game, the hottest game of the convention is called Lorcana, and it is a Disney, you think like Magic the Gathering meets Disney. It's like a Disney trading card game, and that was like the big hot thing. Like the how to play of it got sold out immediately. And basically what had happened on day 1 was people had started lining up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to make sure they got the game because the limited copies. And then when they opened the doors for the convention, they didn't like honor that line, and people rushed in and cut in line. It was like really a shit show. So GenCon posted on their Instagram this day that people could start lining up for Lorcana at 6 p.m. the night before and wait in line until 10 a.m. when the doors opened. And so I just marked Lorcana, LOL. Like, absolutely not happening. Just a no. So that happened, and then we ended up walking to a CVS. There was one a couple blocks away. It's kind of a far walk, honestly, but I needed something. So I got Dayquil and like cough drops. And Dayquil, so Dayquil comes and you like take 2 pills, but I think because I'm the size of a child, essentially, that Dayquil just ain't for me in that sense. Basically, I was dizzy. Like I felt like the entire room was just spinning after taking the 2 pills. So I learned very quickly that I need to only take 1 pill. But I was feeling better after I took that. And then we had tickets to the Board Game Geek Hot Games room, which has like a bunch of games you can rent out, and we had it for 2 hours, but we ended up only staying for 1 hour because we didn't realize that the hours we booked would be super busy because the like shopping part of the convention actually closes at 6, and we had that room from 5 to 7. So as soon as the convention ended, it was like a madhouse in there, and it was kind of making us both anxious, so we left. But while we were in there, we played a game called Chocolate, which was like a chocolatey themed tile placement game. It was cute. I'm glad we played it, but it is not something like I think either of us want to buy. Andrea picked for us to play that one, and then I picked for us to play this game called Junk Drawer, which Andrea did end up buying. We enjoyed it so much. It's a really fun tile placement puzzle game, which is right up Andrea's alley. The theme was really fun. And then Andrea was a bit more hungry than me because I wasn't feeling that great, so she got some noodles from this like noodle place. And then we actually had tickets to 2 more things that night. One being oh my god, I did that wrong. Frickety dickety dock. One being a how to play for a game called Beer and Bread, which Andrea already owns that game. We just haven't played it yet. And then the other one was a how to play on a game called Diced Veggies, which Andrea bought at the convention. So basically, it was like the opposite of Disney, where like she was the one with the ailment, I had the ailment, and I was down to stay. I was not going to be like, we need to go, but Andre was like, one of them was $2 and the other one was free. So she's like, this did not cost us anything. So like, she's like, I'm also tired. So like, let's just go back and relax. We can play games at the hotel, which we did not do, but just have a relaxing evening so you can like get a good night's sleep and heal up. And I was like, word, perfect. So we did that and just had some hotel chills. This looks so cute. Oh my God, I forgot to do the dates and the days of the week. What the heck was I thinking? So we did go back to the room right after she ate the noodles. Like, she was eating the noodles while I called the Uber, basically. So the next day we got up. Our first thing wasn't until 10 and we're like, we don't need to get there like before our first thing. So let's just sleep in. So we slept in and then we went to this place for breakfast called Yolk, which was like, okay, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't bad. And that's when I was like having the bad side effects of the Dayquil. Like, I just felt like I couldn't walk. And that, I don't know, I was like pretty much stoned on Dayquil, which this is not the first time that this has happened to me. I recall this happening back when I was in high school. I took cold medicine and felt very like out of body. But I made the mistake again, okay? And so once that started wearing off though, I was fine. But we did have our second session of Harry Potter D&D, which, to be fair, was not as good as the first session because our group was horrible. We had this one guy we just referred to as know-it-all, and like he DMs, because he's also a DM, so everything was like, well, when I DM, I do it this way, and like, he was just it was Harry Potter themed, and part of it, they're like, you need to go to a famous bathroom, and we're all like, okay, let's go to Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. And he's like, no, we gotta go to the Chamber of Secrets bathroom, and we're like, yeah, Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. And he's like, nah, that's not the same thing, that's different. And I was just like, bro, shut the fuck up. Simply, shut up. Hated him. Literally hated him. Straight referred to him just as know-it-all. Don't even know his name or his character's name. Just hated him. But, anywhoosies, we did that, and then we did more shopping, and then we didn't really want to deal with the food trucks because with the food trucks, it was a lot of just standing outside, waiting in line, and then eating outside. And we're like, let's just go get sit-down food. And honestly, we went to somewhere we could easily go at home, which is kind of silly-billy of us, but it is what it is. We went to Yard House, ate food. It was a good time. And then this is where things get funny. So we, to our thoughts, had a shit ton of time to kill because our next D&D session wasn't, in our minds until 8 p.m. So we went to the stadium, found like at some tables where like the booths had already closed for the day, so we were out of the way, and we played Junk Drawer more because Andre had bought it that day, and so we had it on us. And then she had bought these like choose your own adventure stories for her kids, and like we were literally just trying to kill time, and the only game we had on us that was like simple was Junk Drawer. So we're like, okay, so she's literally reading me a children's story, we're shooting the shit, we go pee, we go to refill our drinks, and we're like, okay, cool, it's like 10 minutes of, let's go check in. So we check in, and then they like, the group that approaches us is like a group of, I think it was 3 or 4 guys who, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, just like, it did not look like they would be nice to us. It looked like they would be like, ugh, these girls. But whatever, we're like being good sports. We're like, okay, this is our group. And so they're like, oh yeah, we have more friends coming. And we're like, okay, so it's literally just us and this group of friends. So now we kind of feel a little awkward because it's like, they're all buddies and then there's just us. But whatever. But then their friends come and there's just like a ton of us there. It's supposed to be 7 of us. There's 8 of us. And then the guy who, like, runs the whole shebang comes over and has, like, another girl, and she also is part of this event, and we're just like, he's like, I need to see, like, all the tickets. And also the DM literally had no idea what was going on, basically. Like, he didn't have a tent, he didn't have anything, like, prepared. All of the other DMs, like, had note cards for us to make, like, our name tags, and provided us with highlighters and markers and pencils. This one literally said to us, because he saw, like, our papers highlighted, oh, do you have highlighters we can use? And I'm just like, sir, I'm not the DM. And he was just like, yeah, like, this is only my second time doing this. They didn't give me any instruction. They just handed me the packet, which, like, I don't believe, because everybody else was, like, completely good. All of our DMs. I accidentally ripped this. And, it's, like, part of D&D is, like, you don't have, like, super strict instructions, because a lot of it is role-playing and making it up as you go. That's literally the point of D&D. So, I was kind of off-put by it. And then, we get the tickets out. Like, he's looking at the tickets. Come to find out, me and Andrea were supposed to be at the 7 o'clock session. So, that's awkward. And mind you, though, this group of guys that were friends, so the thing is like, it's like 5 years after the Battle of Hogwarts, 6 years and 7 years. They didn't do any of the other ones. This was the 7th one, or the year 7. So it's very awkward that they were even, like, just doing this one. So the guy pulls us aside, and he's like, we'll get this figured out. Like, we'll get you in a different one or refund you. Like, we'll get it taken care of. So we pull him to the side, and, like, we weren't staying for the whole convention. And so the only option to, like, rebook us was that night for the 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. session. And it wasn't a guarantee we'd get in. So we were like, yeah, no, like, we'll just redo it next year. Like, is this our fault? No big deal, like, but could you possibly just, like, tell us what happens? Like, we don't want to wait till, like, a whole year to figure that out. And he was like, yeah, I mean, like, I guess. So we get talking with him. He kind of, like, tells us, like, the premise of, like, what happens and the rest of it, and then proceeds to recruit us by saying, hey, have you guys ever thought about DMing? We can always use more DMs. So we are kind of considering it, not next year, but the year after, DMing Harry Potter D&D. So it'll be kind of fun. So we marked that we got recruited. And then we met up with another Austin gamer who we haven't met living here in Austin. Had to fly across the country to meet him. His name is Ben. We met up with him and his friend Alan. Alan was literally a gem. I'm obsessed with him. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread. All hail Alan. Basically how I feel about that. But we met up with them and we played a game called Fork, which was, like, not that fun. And then we played a game called Diced Veggies, which was a lot of fun. Andrea had already purchased that game, like, so it was fun to, like, get to play it with, like, a group. And then Alan ended up leaving to go back to his hotel. And we just kind of stayed and hung out and, like, bullshitted with Ben until, like, 2 in the morning. And, yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then Saturday was a day from hell, basically. We woke up and there was, like, breakfast at the hotel. So we're like, sure, like, let's just get this. 1 second. Sorry about that. I was on the phone with Andrea, but I put down the rest of the, what are they called? Headers? Not really using a whole lot of this rainbow foil bundle, so whenever I actually get around to doing a destash of my kit leftovers, somebody is gonna get lots of this bundle. All of this stuff, simply, I'm just taking it, all the stuff that I don't need anymore can go in my pile of don't need stuff, okay? But, yeah, so we went to get the breakfast at the hotel, and we waited like 5 million years, and it was some of the worst food I've ever had. Everything was so salty. And we were on our way to the airport, and our flight got delayed. And, like, this current situation that I'm in right now that I don't really feel inclined to elaborate on because it is not my information to share. But, exactly what happened. But, basically is all because American Airlines can get fucked and the Dallas airport can get fucked. Essentially is my new life stance on those two things. Yeah. So, we were literally lived at the hotel, at the airport forever, basically. And we played a bunch of games, and we got a pretzel from this pretzel place, and it was very hostile. Like, the people working there were fighting, like, verbally yelling at each other, I guess. I don't know. It was Andrea who went up there. I'm just gonna put this on here, because it's the day we went to Indy. And, yeah, basically, wild times. We also then got Shake Shack. I just got like cheese fries. Andrea, I don't even know what she got. And then we flew to Dallas, and then we were being trapped at Dallas for literally like ever. So we just paid to go into the like lounge, and we stayed in there, played games, got McDonald's, flew home, and then we got finally on our way home, and we're like, nothing can stop us now. I don't know how. And then literally we were driving, and it's like 1 in the morning. We're on the like off ramp to like get home, and an accident happens, and we are the last person allowed on the ramp, and we were trapped on the ramp for like 45 minutes. It was the whole thing. And then the next day I went to the grocery store in the morning to get more cough drops, and Chris had to pick up a prescription. I got Burger King, I laid in bed all day, packed orders, had no voice, and then I was sleepy. But now we're gonna zoom in for the day. Bye-bye, a day. Not even gonna like cut it because I just started this clip. I've already cut this video like 8,000 times. There's 15 clips for it. This looks so pretty. I'm gonna take a picture of it real quick. Oh, the lights be messing me up. Okay, so start with Monday. The classic 5 little things on the Monday. I actually have 5 colors though, so that's different. I gotta pull out that green sheet because I don't want to like accidentally not use any of it. That's like the hardest part about pulling in an extra color is forgetting to use her. So did like the classic payday, post office drop, groceries, McDonald's, film. And then I worked, we went on a walk, read, and FaceTime with my sis. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna use the mini icon, the mini icons sheet, as well as Payday. This is from the bundle, but it is in font choice 2 in black. We've got the envelope from the mini icons sheet, as well as a custom PO drop in font choice 2 in black. And then we have the grocery cart from the SPC foil bundle, as well as a groceries script in font choice 2 in black. We've got a hash brown from SPC, as well as a McDonald's custom in font choice 2 in black. And we've got the camera from the SPC bundle, as well as a film script in font choice 2 in black. And down here, we're gonna use a big little thing. Actually, don't have one in green, but that's fine. We'll just use this, I guess. And I will use this to mark the 1 second. Okay, and then it's so weird using the extra color. I think this is the yellow pattern. It doesn't really fit. Oh, it's because this is a different size, so that's why. That's fine. For working, I'm gonna use the mini computer icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a work script in font choice 2 in black. And then we've got the sneakers, which came with the doodles with the kit, as well as a workout script in font choice 2 in black. And then for reading, we've got the books from the doodle sheet, as well as read from the SPC bundle. For FaceTiming my sister, I have got the phone from the doodles, as well as a custom FaceTime Sissy in font choice 2 in black. Up here, the first thing I'm going to mark is this mysterious shopping that I have no idea what that's about, but, you know, whatever. And then I will mark with the green that we got Sonic. Oops, it's literally diagonal. I'll use purple to mark work. So for shopping, we've got the shopping bag from the bundle, as well as a shopping script from the SPC bundle. And I've got the bag to mark getting Sonic from the Doodles, as well as a with Chris custom from Infant Choice 2. And then for working, we've got the retro computer from the Doodles, as well as a work script Infant Choice 2 in black. I apparently just simply forgot to grab this. It's fine. That's fine. I can grab it now. Point me out. Okay. So then I had a YouTube binge. Played a bunch of Ark Nova. And I was a sleepy girl. Okay, so for YouTube binge, we've got the YouTube laptop from the Doodles, from the bundle, and then the YouTube binge script from the SPC bundle. We've got the paw from the Doodles, as well as a custom BGA and Font Choice 2 unfoiled. And then for being sleepy, we've got the bed icon from the mini icons sheet from my shop, as well as the Tired AF from the SPC bundle. Okay, the first thing we're gonna mark up here is that we got McDonald's, and then I'm gonna use this to mark Austin to Indiana, and then use this to mark Revolver New War. I can't say that word, that word's hard. So for McDonald's, we've got the hash brown from SPC, as well as a McDonald's script in Font Choice 6 in Hollow. And then all of the next scripts pretty much are from a custom multi in Font Choice 2 in Pixie Rainbow. And then we have a black mini icon of an airplane with the AUS to IND. And then from the mini games icon, I just used a bunch of random things. We have the trophy. And then Revolve Noir. We played Dungeon Mayhem. And then we played Roll and Cook. And then Dungeons, Dice, and Danger. For Dungeon Mayhem, I've got the cards from the mini icon sheet, as well as the script. Roll and Cook's like a puzzly game, so I'm using the puzzle piece, as well as Roll and Cook. And then Dungeons, Dice, and Danger, you use dice, so the D20, as well as the DD plus D. And then we went over to the hotel. And we went to the Eagle for lunch. What do I want to eat? And did some shopping. So for heading to the hotel, I'm going to use a car icon from SPC, the hotel script, and then for the Eagle, I have Lottie in like a purple top with a fork and knife. And then for shopping, I've got the shopping bag from the SPC bundle, as well as a shopping custom. Okay. And then we got some sweet treats. Became the self-proclaimed BG grandmas. And then we were just having a good old laugh about a little jokey poo we made. So I'll mark that down here. Okay, so for the sweet treats, I've got the donut from SPC. For being BG grandmas, I've got Lottie sleeping. And then got this little silly munchkin. And then the script. And that's the first half of the spread. On to the second half. First thing we're gonna mark is we went over to GenCon. I use this big old box to mark Harry Potter D&D. And then we did our shopping. Perfect. So for GenCon, I have the little meeple. For Harry Potter D&D, I have this munchkin from Once More with Love, and I'm gonna layer that with the D20 from my shop. Just fill out the box a bit more. And then for shopping, I just put like a little pawn with another shopping script. We'll open this. And we'll use this, I guess, to mark. Dice thrown, and then the pierogies. I don't really want to use 2 patterns in a row, but it kind of messes up my color flow, but that's fine. Just do blue here. Doesn't really matter what's under the flap as much to me. I don't really care as much about the color flow. So for dice thrown, recognizing us, I've got this dice from SPC. This is in 2 pieces. Dice thrown. And then for pierogies, I've got these pierogies from Beneva Creations. My friend Madison gifted those to me. For Final Girl, we've got a pawn. And then the Final Girl script. Then we had a bit of a laugh about the Lorcana thing because that shit was wild. So I'll mark that with this. We stopped by CVS. We did the board game geek hot games room thingamababa. And we played chocolate latte. I don't really know how to say it. So for Lorcana, I've got Lottie with like the face and a Lorcana LOL. We've got the stethoscope as well as the CVS. We've got Lottie with her cards in the BGG room. And then for the chocolate game was a puzzle-y game, so it was a puzzle piece and chocolate. And down here, definitely gonna use red. Here's the junk drawer, and then Andrea got noodles. I'm just gonna use this. And Hotel Chillin', yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. So for junk drawer, we've got the like game board. For Andrea's noodles, I just have like a me and Andrea sticker. Noodles. And then for Hotel Chillin', I've got a couch from SPC and a Hotel Chillin' script. Up here, I'm gonna mark that we went to Yoke. And then we did Harry Potter D&D, which I want to use a red box. This is technically the yellow pattern, but it kind of looks red. So we'll do that, and then I'll use something red. Because I want to add a pattern up there, basically. Cool, that looks good. So for Yoke, I've got the fried egg from Once More with Love, as well as a Yoke custom. For Harry Potter D&D, we've got Hermione, as well as the HP D&D script. And then for shopping, marking it pretty much exactly the same. Then we did go to Yard House for lunch. Use this. We played junk drawer. and Andrea literally read me a children's story. So it was story time. Hee hee. So for Yard House, I've got the fork and knife from the SPC bundle. For Junk Drawer, I just have one of the mini games icons. For story time, I've got the book stack from the foil bundle. And then this is in 2 pieces. Okay. We have the D&D Fiasco. Use this. And then we got Recruited to be DMs, which was very cool. And met up with Ben and Alan. I'm not going to use any green under here because I don't have a lot left, so I don't want to really waste it for like the underneath where you can't see the colors anyway. So for the D&D Fiasco, I've got this D20. I don't really remember where that's from. And then for being recruited, I've got the D20 from my shop. And black foil. And for hanging out with Ben and Alan, I've got the like friends playing a game from the mini icons sheet. And then we played fork, diced veggies, and then just kind of hung out. Fork, diced veg, and then red. This is, I believe, the red pattern for just hanging out. So for fork, I've got the pawn, as well as a fork script. These are both card games, so these icons literally don't make sense, but it's what I had, okay? And for just bullshitting, we've got another couch. We literally sat on a couch. Also, this hotel the night before literally caught on fire, and so it was like 1,000,000 degrees in there that we were like hanging out at. Wild times. Okay, we're gonna do a little things sitch right here where we do like 5 little things in both boxes. It's just gonna be what we gotta do. And this was cutting a lot of like specific things out. I didn't think I was gonna need a day extender on this one because like we weren't really doing all that much. Like we were just gonna have like a normal game night and life was gonna be normal, but then due to the 15,000 delays, things changed. Okay, looky there. That looks so cool. That actually looks so good, doesn't it? Okay, salty breakfast. We've got the fork and knife from the SPC bundle. For the flight being delayed, we've got Lottie rolling her eyes. I am just gonna like cut her shirt off. We're gonna get her in the nude. There's that for delayed. For just playing games, I'm using the game board, and then I'm just using the game night from the Meeple bundle because why not? It was all day and all night. For the hostile pretzel, I'm just using the little soda from the bundle because we also got sodas. For Shake Shack, I'm using the fries from the SPC bundle because all I got was cheese fries. And then we've got the mini airplane from the mini icons to Mark, Indiana to Dallas, Fort Worth. And then we went in the lounge. Oh, fuck a duck. These are all backwards. Yikes. Just gotta check to see if Chris landed yet. His mom asked me to like keep her updated. No, it's still in flight. They like didn't leave late. They left on the exact scheduled time, but they're like landing 20 minutes late. I don't really comprehend how that's a thing, but whatever. Okay, so for the lounge, I've got a little star icon from the bundle as well as the lounge script. For McDonald's, we've got the Happy Meal from SPC as well as a McD's script. For the last flight, I'm just using the heart from the SPC bundle. And then for being stuck on the ramp, I have the car from the mini icons sheet. And that is Saturday. Moving on to Sunday. HEB. Then I will mark the Burger King, and then I was just in bed all day. So for HEB, we've got the shopping cart from the icons sheet. For Burger King, we've got the Burger King bag from SPC. And then for bed all day, I've got Lottie literally just sleeping. And then I did package orders. And I had no voice. And I was just so tired. I'm technically supposed to use purple, but I'm just going to use yellow so that the two purples are not next to each other. So for packing orders, I have this package from the bundles, was pack orders, script. For having no voice, I have Lottie rolling her eyes. And then for being sleepy, I've got the slippers from SPC as well as a Sleepy Girl script. And that's everything. I'll zoom on out and show you guys everything I'm destashing in the final spread. So we'll lay more flat once it's been in my planner with all the weight of the other pages on it. But I do think that this looks super duper pretty. I love the rainbow and the black and all the colors. It makes the week look just as fun as it was. And then going into the destash, we've got so many things. So many pages. And then like all the pages from all the bundles that I did not use find their way to a new home. Underlays, washi, and there. And that's everything, guys. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not, then, well, give it a thumbs down. So either way, you're helping out my channel. Comment down below, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.